Oh, I tell you what, I've got mates who love Triple M football, and they say to me regularly, the best stuff always comes when you're on the road, you boys. And I'm telling you right now, our very best comes when we come to Skoda Stadium, because I've never seen more discontent in a group in all of my living time. We're here, of course, for GWS and the Cats. Going to get to that a little later on, but I want to introduce you around the room. Gary Lyon, Damien Barrett, Danny Frawley, who I can't actually see.
I'm around here, mate.
What are you doing, Spud?
Oh, mate. There's not enough room for a healthy sardine in here. Talk about it's Farmer's Day up here, which is great. I feel like the dag on a proverbial sheep's backside.
Yeah, I actually can't see you, Spud.
Well, I'm around the corner, mate.
Nice to have your company, Spud.
No, it's great. It's been an interesting trip, to say the least, because myself, Warrior, and the producer, the big nose lad, we were down the back.
You were?
Gaz was actually off the plane. I thought he'd be a bit dishevelled, but he was actually up and about talking. But, JB, you had the glasses on, collar up, and just head in your hand saying, I don't want any part of it.
No, I needed some recovery time, Spud. I can't hear you, Gary.
Is Gary on?
Gary, are you on?
Am I on?
Yeah, he is now.
Gary, you had your computer on the mute
we
button.
haven't got much room here, Jim. I've got stuff everywhere. I'm going to get electrocuted. Fair income. What happens, Jim?
Yes.
And look, Spud and I are aware of this. Is it's easy to lead when things are going well. When it's a big game, when there's a big crowd, lots of excitement, lots of sizzle. But when you got to find something, we look to our leaders to get everyone up. And I gave everything I had last night. I left it on the table, and I thought, okay,
look at this man.
We nailed it.
No, I think I did listen, and you said 12 out of 11.
Don't worry about
anyway.
that. Don't worry about that. But then we wake up this morning a little bit flat, and you come bouncing in. You always inject. Warrior, low as I've ever seen him.
Normally got a coffee when we pick him up on the way through.
The only
Nothing.
reason he comes.
Body language was terrible, but the body language of our leader.
Nothing. Hasn't spoken since we saw him this morning.
JB, the first words you did utter were the opening to this program.
Yeah, then good.
What's
too.
happened to you?
I need a reserve words. That's what I'm doing.
What's wrong with you?
They're
You
absolutely
didn't talk in
needed.
the bus.
Now they're. That's because Spud on the road turns into a talking machine. He doesn't leave any available seconds for anyone else to get me in.
Mate, I was down the back. It was a beautiful flight, but the four hosties had to get all feet to sort of squeeze me into the one in the three, and for the two guys who are either side of me, come on, boys, learn to say no at the dinner table. Man, you got no elbow room whatsoever. I'm sitting there, seriously, the elbows are ready to cry. And the hosties were where they were magnificent. But then I go up the front, halfway through the flight, I thought, I'll get up there and have a chat to me mates, me buddies, me bosom, but Gaz is scribbling, snoring. And you actually sensed that I was there.
I did.
And buried your head in the newspaper further.
I turned away from you, Spud.
I couldn't believe
What
it.
we got on the trip from the airport to here was a media watch segment from Spud that if it went to air would have, I would say, 80 to 90% of the accredited AFL media suing us.
They would.
It was that sort of a strafing that I've not seen or heard for a long time.
No, he got his eye right in, Spud,
Oh,
and
did
we
he?
absolutely loved it.
The other thing I saw you having on the plane, Spud, was an awkward conversation with a former player, Nick Holland.
Oh, yeah, look, we...
just named him.
Open slather now.
No, well, Nick and I had a bit of a run-in over Ben's contract many moons ago, so we'll
When
leave
you
it
had
at that.
Ben's manager up against the wall.
No. Well,
No, you
look,
did. It was in court documents that you did.
Look, I might have manhandled him a little bit, but not much.
It was just a little man.
That's it. That was.
Supreme Court documents.
Move on, Warrior.
I can tell you here, Spud, Toby Green out, Sam Reid in for Greater West Sydney, Whitfield and Duncan are the subs, no change for Geelong. Whitfield sub.
Off a rising star nomination.
Well, I won't be able to see anyway.
Now we're starting to get to the bottom of where we're at.
He's cracked it.
This is...
Don't worry, what we'll do is give you great outside atmosphere because our mic's blocking my whole view of the ground.
If you can't see, I'm looking at your fuzzy fuzzball head. That's all I can see. It's like Dickie knees looking at me.